Alright guys, welcome to a bit of a different video. Today I have for you some tips for aviation watches. Now this is just a piece of my collection that I have. I have a dive watch, I have a quartz chronograph watch, I have a field watch, I have a UTC watch, and I have two G-Shocks, which I will talk to you shortly about, and also a field watch. So guys, what are the best watches for flying? Well, there's a lot of different stuff you can do with each of these. For example, this is a classic dive watch. It's a Seiko. I love it. And you can like measure the time, like you rotate the bezel and you rotate it to the minute hand. Just bear with me. This is stopped. You rotate it to the minute hand, and from there you can like stop the time. So whenever the minute hand reaches each and every one of these numbers, you know it's like the amount of time that has passed. This is a Vostok watch. So it's a classic quartz, means it runs on batteries, and as soon as the batteries run out, you have a dead watch. Okay, so the way you stop time, as you can see, this is the normal second hand. You can just stop the time and it starts, and it will display the minutes right here. But look at this, if you stop, it takes a while for it to reset. Okay, so that's a little negative. On the other hand, you have a classical field watch. It doesn't matter what the brand is. This is San Martin. It's a cheap watch. Just basically, it has nothing, you know, it just tells you the time and that's it. This is basically more of the same, but it's very highly legible, and it's just a basic watch. It's a mechanical watch, which means you don't have to wind it. It winds itself when you're wearing it. Of course, it's not as good as like a digital watch, because you know it loses time or maybe gains time, depends on the mechanical movement you have inside. Yep, and this is a GMT watch, also from San Martin. Now you can see this has a 24-hour bezel, and you can easily tell the UTC time, which I have set it right here to 1300 hours exactly, and it's 1500 hours local right now. So that's a handy tip, and it's also has the date complication, so you know what date it is. Yeah, and now we come to the G-Shock. This is a murdered out version. This is also called the King G-Shock, I think. Basically, this watch is a great zombie apocalypse watch because, well, it has everything. Okay, it has the date, the day. You know, in my line of work, um, I have to know what day it is a lot, because I also work on weekends and I lose track of time and day. It's very, I mean, demanding. So I really need to know what day it is. And you have your just a moment. You have your local time. Then you have your world time, which I have set to UTC, as you can see. Yeah, it's 14:30. And which one? This one is like showing not a great time. And then you have your alarm. You can have 4 alarms. It's insane. You have your regular stopwatch, which you run, and it shows you the hours as well. So you can have it for 24 hours stopwatch. You can stop that, reset. Then you have your timer. Okay, you can set any timer you want. It will start to count down let's say from 3 hours, and it starts the countdown. You can set that in flight to your fuel monitor, whatever, if you need to check those things. And that's basically it. But the awesome thing about this G-Shock is that it's controlled, or it's set via radio waves to the atomic clock. So it's like always accurate to the second. Okay, and for my line of work, it's just very important to show up on time, to change my colleagues. I work in air traffic control, and having the exact time to the second every single day is just paramount, and it's awesome. But this has one little negative. I don't know if you can see it. It's April, which is the fourth month, and it's April 9th. Okay, so this is how you tell the time in the United States or somewhere else, but here in Europe, ahoy! But here in Europe, um, we put the day first and then the month. So this, and as you can see, this one, the King Shark, I will put the description of which exact model this is. You can see it has the negative display, so it's black. Sometimes it's hard, it's very badly legible. Okay, you can barely read it, but you have this one. Okay, now this is an awesome watch. This is a perfect all-rounder, and this would be my perfect flying watch to recommend to anyone. Okay, because it has the proper time. It's also radio controlled, so the timing, the seconds are perfect each and every day. You can check whether the signal, yep, at 3:03 in the morning, it got synchronized. You have the daylight saving time and the correct date and month. Also, you have the world time here, but in comparison to the King G-Shock, it shows you the world time, which is UTC, which is this one, and it shows you the local time right here, which the previous one does not do. So this is an updated mechanism or electronics. And you also got your alarms. You can have 4 alarms, stopwatch, timer, and all that goodies. So it's a bit of a different video. I hope you liked it. Whichever whichever watch you go for, it's basically very personal, and I like to change watches each and every day. So that's it, guys. See you in a later video.